following program is intended for mature audiences.
Welcome everyone to Just Another WoW Show. My name is Eric, the Farmatron Reigen, one half of your nerd on this show. This is episode 17, and with me, as always, is Trevor.
Yeah, as always. Because last week when I wasn't really with you, I was here. Because last week I was a guest.
You were a guest, remember?
Yeah, I remember. I remember big time. I remember being called Just Another WoW Guest.
Just another WoW guest?
What's up, guy?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, guys.
How you doing,
Welcome
buddy?
to the show.
This is episode 17 of Just Another WoW Show, where we talk nothing but World of Warcraft for the next allotted amount of minutes. Right now, we're aiming for about 30, so we're going to have to dig straight into this. And first off, I'd like to question and interrogate Mr. Trevor here. What have you been doing in World of Warcraft?
Nothing. Same stuff, dude.
PvP?
Yeah. Finally got my Garrosh kill.
Yeah?
Did my PvP stuff still. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Nothing. Same stuff.
Yeah?
Different day.
I, however, you know what I did? I boosted a monk.
Whoa.
I leveled a monk to 60 and then boosted that bastard.
He's like, I want to be a cheater,
Yeah.
so I'm going to do that.
I've always loved cheat codes in games. Glittering prizes, it's a good day to die, make it
I
so.
wish they had something like that for a while.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, I say we kick this thing off.
I do too. So you want to lead us in here?
Well, I guess we can. I think we should start off with the Blizzard nude stuff. The nudes.
The nudes? So what is this about us both being incorrect?
All right, everybody knows our bets. Well, not everybody, maybe the few people. Our bets. I thought it was going to release October. He thought it was going to release November. Everybody else, or December. Everybody else thought November. So he and I are both wrong. We're going to buy each other a 6. So we're going to drink a 12-pack on our next show.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I think that could end up being a long show.
It could be.
Either way, it'll be fun.
That one we might have to allow for a long pre-show and post-show.
Okay, a post show. I like that.
I think so.
We're gonna end up doing a post show.
We'll do a post-show and we'll do like an in-game post-show, like the actual like us side-by-side gaming, and people can
enjoy that.
Yeah.
That
So
would be fun.
Warlords has been announced to release November 13th.
Dramatic pause.
I was trying to go for a dramatic pause there.
I thought
heard the music.
I'm like, it's written. It's right there.
There's this music, and it makes me want to be dramatic, and stuff.
Very good.
I like it.
Very like. Oh my god, I want to. It's like the in-game music, huh? Something like that. I don't know.
It's something like that. So we will be purchasing the 12-pack, drinking that 12-pack, enjoying that 12-pack, in our next show.
You guys get to watch it. Watch us get drunk live on Just Another WoW Show.
So, actually, hold on a second. I gotta stop the music here.
Okay, stop.
Sorry, I gotta stop the music. After that happy note, I am gonna bring you guys down for a second.
Man, no, this is not really much of a downer. We can still make it happy.
I'm still. It's sad that it happened, but it's brought so many good feelings and memories back for me. If you guys don't know, Robin Williams, the actor-comedian, passed away this last Monday, August 11th. He will be dearly missed, and he was a huge part of my childhood growing up and even into my adolescent years. His movies, his comedy has stuck with me and will stick with me for a very long time, and I just wanted to say much love to the Robbins family, or the Williams family. Sorry, your last name.
Out there.
Birds. Yeah, Robin and Batman. Your phone?
Yeah.
I think mine's dead right now, so I don't have to worry about that. But the Williams family, our condolences. We love you guys. We hope for the best. But the reason that we bring that up on this show, on Just Another WoW Show, talking about World of Warcraft, Robin Williams was actually a World of Warcraft player. He played on Manoroth, where it's been stated that he would spend some time trolling in the trade chat.
That would be awesome, getting trolled by Robin Williams. And how would you know? That would just be great.
I don't know. I don't know how you would know, but Does that say edit scene? Clicking it. But yeah, if we got trolled by Robin Williams, then I would be pretty happy. But so what happened is some fans, they had 10,000 fans immediately sign a petition to have Robin Williams added as an NPC to memorialize him in the World of Warcraft. It's been stated that he'll be in the World Tavern, where he'll be blessing us with laughter of some of his most common or well-known jokes as an NPC in the game. And Blizzard immediately, within a couple hours, slushed on posts on Twitter like, hey, you know what? We hear you guys. We agree. We're going to get on this. So I thought that was a really cool way for the community to get to Blizzard and for Blizzard to respond in kind and be like, you know what? Yeah, we agree, guys. Let's do this.
Heck yeah. Sweet.
So
rest in peace, Robin Williams. You will be dearly missed. Kick that music back off.
All right, guys.
We're getting back into it.
All right, now we're gonna go balls to the walls here. Just get straight into this because we have a lot of content this week. We're gonna be talking about a lot of things Warlords of Draenor, and we are gonna plow through a high overview of what you have to look forward to in Warlords, and also as we go through it, we'll be letting you know what our favorite parts are as well.
Yeah, see this? Cool stuff. Warlords of Draenor.
Yeah.
For you viewers, if you're not viewing and just listening, well, you're bad. Because this stuff right here is cool stuff.
And we will be bringing that up for you guys to view here shortly as we begin talking through this. The pictures will become bigger if you want to check them out.
Warcraft.
So, Warcraft lore series is coming out. I think they've issued there's going to be 4 or 5 episodes, and they're going to be. It's a Lords of War is what it's called, and it's a background look into the Warlords of Draenor that are coming in the World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor expansion. So it's pretty cool. They currently have the Shattered Hand, Korgath, I think his name was, right? Kargath. The dude's legit. Okay, like Trevor here texted me right after watching that and was like, damn.
Respect, yo. That's like that one dude who cut his own arm off when he got the rock fall on it. It's badass.
Yeah.
So the next one I think is they're doing Kargath, Kilrog, Duratan, and
I think they're gonna do Gramash as well.
And Gramash, okay.
Yeah, Grom.
I think they're only doing like 4 or 5. It's something like that.
I know they're not doing all of them.
No.
But they're doing a good.
Just like
good
the real
portion.
main kind of cool guys. All the other guys kind of suck. So
Yeah.
whatever.
So going into the next thing, Mumper this week has also announced that there are farming tools that are going to be available in World of Warcraft, and they're ranging anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 gold, on top of needing a few hundred Draenic seeds that you have to. It's a currency that you have to get as a farmer to purchase these items. They will be transmoggable, so you'll be able to use a sickle, mining pick, all that kind of stuff.
Sounds way too grindy for me.
Yeah, I have no interest in doing them, but hey, I thought it was kind of interesting that they made those items transmoggable because they've made fish and other items like it non-transmoggable previously. That's why I wanted to mention it. Second thing also going on this week, actually in the beta, they've announced that they started DPS tuning. So that's good news that they've started doing that since the game's coming out in 2 months. They've actually started tuning things.
Yes. It's good. Now you can just kind of make a decision on what you're doing.
Yeah. And with the 6.0, with the Warlords release date set for November, they've announced that about a month before that, they're going to be releasing the 6.0 patch, which will allow us to see all these new class mechanics and spells and everything. We'll be able to see all those actually in game, so we'll be able to use them at 90, much like previous expansions. And also, just like in the last expansion when they gave us the level 90 Theramore or level 85 Theramore scenario, they'll also be allowing us to have a level 90 Upper Blackrock Spire, which is being revamped in Warlords. We'll be able to do a 5-man dungeon of that. And the Iron Horde will be rolling out of the Dark Portal. We'll have to push them back.
Yes, and the
initial
Iron
threat.
Horde there's certain guys that'll be the bosses in Upper Blackrock Spire. That's the revamped version.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that is the news for this week that's happened so far. There is actually a couple other things. They've announced that Grommash is the final boss in the expansion that'll have a heavy Legion influence. And anytime you hear the word Legion in Warcraft, it's typically talking about the Burning Legion. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. It's kind of odd because of the time travel and the whole thing, the other dimension, because that means that there's 2 Burning Legions. So we can't really fight them, I don't think, without making it to where in when we come back to our world, if we have to fight the Burning Legion again, it's going to be like, well, we killed the Burning Legions, killed Jaden and all of them in the other world, so why can't we fight them now? Or why can't we kill them now? It's not going to be that big of a deal. It's going to kind of take away if we actually have to fight someone from the Burning Legion again in a later patch, because we already kicked your ass, dude.
Yeah.
Like for the player base, it's just going to feel like a cop out at that point. It's gonna be like, oh, it's a revamped version.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, exactly. What else? Do you have any comments of like news that you want to make note of this week?
No, you kind of got it all there.
Sorry, I'm trying to get through this.
No, I'm sitting here listening.
All right, so now the feature of the show that we really wanted to do is the Warlords of Draenor overview. So I'm gonna pull up the pictures here. That are just going to go through. If you want to check it out, you can view us on YouTube later, Just Another WoW Show. Or you can tell your friends to check us out live on twitch.tv. It's Just Another WoW Show live. Trevor, I'm going to go over the first 3, and we're going to switch off every 3 points that we want to make here. First thing about Warlords of Draenor, it's an altered dimension story. We're going to another time, another dimension, and it's going to be another time. It's just leave it to Star Trek. On purchase of Warlords of Draenor, when you get the expansion, you'll be able to get a free boosted level 90 character. And that means that you can either boost a level 1 to 90, like a fresh character on any server you want, or you can grab one of your characters that you've had and just haven't activated in a long time. You can boost him from level 2 all the way to 90, or 79 to 90, or 85 to 90. Anything you want. Good to note is that anything level 60 or above, when you upgrade them, their professions, whatever they have currently at that moment, will get maxed out to 600 as well. You'll get bags, couple hundred gold, close to max flying, and you'll get 483 item level gear for the spec of your choice. On top of that, in Warlords, you'll have a stat squish. All of our numbers will be shrink down because they've scaled so much since vanilla. So they had to kind of reel us back
really
in.
Just the last couple expansions that the numbers have just been multiplying. I mean, exponentially growing.
Yeah,
I mean,
the chart is crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Graphs.
I'm glad it's getting knocked back down a little bit. So, Draenor perks every other level. All the deals that modify your, your certain ability spells, make them more powerful, make them do like a different thing. That's coming out every other level. Every even level. So 92, 94, 96, 98, all the way up to 100. You're getting dynamic primary stat on armor, which means your intellect, agility, and strength will all change depending on your spec. So if you change from, say, a boomkin to a feral, the primary stat, being intellect to agility, will change. So
that is awesome.
All the secondary stuff doesn't. So if you have a haste on the item, or mastery, or crit, versatility, multi-strike, all the other little secondary stats.
And some of those are actually new.
Yes.
Versatility, multi-strike.
Yes. They're like lifesteal, stuff like that came out in at BlizzCon.
The lifesteal is actually tertiary stats.
I haven't seen what those are yet. So.
Yeah, the lifesteal stuff that you're talking about, those are going to be tertiary stats that are going to be in addition to, they're going to be applied after the secondary stats.
I'd have to get a list of that. So.
Yeah, I don't have a list of all those things, but next we have Reforging has been removed. So no longer customizing your stats by going to Ask Mr. Robot or Reforginator add-on. You'll actually be able to do that in new, different ways using potions, flasks, food. There'll be different food buffs. There'll be all these different ways to customize your stats. On top of that, you will not have to, because Reforging is going away, the biggest thing that we used Reforging for, in my opinion, was hit and expertise, getting capped on those. Once those were capped, I really didn't care about all the other secondary stats because they kind of just fell naturally where they needed to, for the most part. Now, hit and expertise are gone, so you're not going to hit or you're not going to hit. You're not going to miss or parry. I'm just going to say you're not going to miss anything when you're leveling up, which is one of the most irritating things.
Unless it's higher. It's basically saying that a raid boss, you won't miss a raid boss. So if it's, I think, 3 or 4 levels higher than you, you won't miss. But if it's 5 levels higher than you, you can miss, you can be dodged, you can be parried, all that. Now, if you're standing in front of a boss, you can still be dodged and parried, or still be parried. In order to not get that, you got to stand behind the boss still. So DPS, you still have to be behind him.
Gotcha. All right. Also, class abilities have been pruned. As most of you guys have probably heard, abilities went away, abilities got merged, and some abilities came back, like Heroic Strike, maybe?
I don't know. I haven't really seen. I've kind of had my nose out of that lately.
Yeah.
Because I'm okay with the way they're changing warriors. They could take shit away, put it back in. I don't care. I'm still going to play it.
All right. So the next 3 here, we have CC has been reduced. So crowd control, it's been reduced with diminishing returns. Tank Vengeance has been changed and renamed to Resolve. They've taken away the damage increase from that. On top of that, we have garrisons have been added to the game, which is like an old school Warcraft kind of feel, build your own town. And there's a bunch of features and stuff that it offers that you can go and look into. Then we have
the Adventure Tour Guide.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's like the quest helper kind of thing. It's basically saying, hey, here's where you should go.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of it. It's GPS for the game. Meta gems and socket bonuses have been removed. I don't like that. I wish that wasn't the case, but I guess cool. That's just one less thing you have to buy. You're forced into getting. Mm-hmm. Healing has been slowed down. Basically, there's a lot of instant casts that have been taken away or out of the game completely. Certain healing abilities have also been taken out. I know like druids are losing like nourish or something like that. Just a lot of different changes coming to healing, but it's not going to make it harder. It's just going to make you think a little more, because a lot of healing now is a little bit face roll. Racial ability revamp has gone on. Certain abilities have been cut. Certain things have changed. I know like the expertise stuff for like humans and orcs and undead, their expertise stuff that allowed them 1% expertise, that's kind of gone away. Now it's turning into different stuff. You guys could see the full list of that stuff. Check it out on MMO Champion or like WoWhead. They've got a full list of that stuff going on. Autoglyphs come at certain levels. Every 25, 50, and 75. I think basically once you can get your glyphs, every class will have an auto learn ability for a glyph. And it's the kind of ones that are universal to your class. There's also a full list of those. I'd go over them, but it's quite a few. Check those out again, MMO Champion or WoWhead. Mm-hmm. Also, here's the big bummer. A lot of people don't like this. Again, another thing I don't care about is no flying in Draenor until at least 6.1. Okay?
And at least until 6.1?
Or no, not until 6.1.
Okay.
At least until then. They're saying it could come out, but it won't be there until then. If it's still, they're not 100% sure whether or not they're putting it in the game. So they're basically wanting to say, okay, if you guys don't like it, or if you guys are okay with not flying, we don't have to do it.
Yeah. So it's based off of the community's response to no flying. So
right,
start your petitions now, I guess.
I don't care either way. I could stand to not fly. It doesn't matter to me. The world looks small enough.
Doesn't stop me from queuing in BGs.
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm gonna have fun either way. So.
Yep.
New character models, except for Blood Elves, will all be out come Warlords of Draenor.
Yeah, and Blood Elves will be released at a later point, they've stated.
Which,
not too much longer after the patch, so...
again, to me it doesn't matter.
Well, it matters to me because most character models are going to be covered up, and honestly, some of the other character models that I've seen recently, their shape, how do you say that, their stance, hasn't changed all that much. So once you put the armor on top, you're not going to see any of this stuff anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
So the basic form will still be there. On top of this, we're also getting a new bag sorting feature. The sorting feature will allow us to mark items and designate certain bags to hold certain kinds of items.
There used to be an add-on for that.
There's quite a few add-ons for bag sorting, but this is actually going to be built into the game now. They're doing a lot of things with bag space and bank space. Quest items will no longer be stored in our bags. They've added bank space to our tabs with a crafting material, basically. There'll be an extra tab for that kind of stuff, and then also toys and bind on account weapons and armor are now going to have their own kind of like pet and mount tab. It's going to be something that you can jump on all your tunes and just pull the gear and items out of and use. All mounts have been made to where they can run on the ground. They can run around, so we can use all of our favorite mounts and BGs and everything that we want. Visual spell effects in the game have been reduced, so it's going to be a lot easier to see what's going on. It'll be very helpful for melee and tanks. On top of that, they're stating that their latency is going to be reduced in this game. I don't understand how they're going to do this, but they've stated that currently our latency is about 400 ms, and they're saying that with the new expansion, with all the things that they've done behind the scenes, we should be experiencing 1 to 10 ms. So 40 times less. Oh, shit. I don't know how they're doing this. But yeah,
I got little allergies.
It should be interesting.
Yeah.
On top of this next part, we have Alliance, Horde, and Neutral auction houses have been merged together, and Realm First leveling achievements have been removed, which I'm actually kind of happy about.
What about Realm First for rating?
I don't know. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure a lot of Realm Firsts are getting taken out.
Yeah.
Not just leveling ones.
Yeah.
Which is good because I don't like I'll never get one of those, but I just don't like how people like cheeseball their way through stuff, or they skip around things, and
yeah, I agree.
Not cool.
So do you want to go over the professions in Warlords of Draenor?
Sure. Now that you've asked. All right. Archaeology is offering jump quests, kind of like the stuff on Timeless Isle. You kind of got to jump here, you got to jump there, you got to get on the ropes, you got to go to the platforms. Boom, a little easy.
Yep.
This for their dig sites. So you jump here, you jump there, you get a spot, you get a dig site.
Which also, if they add flying into Warlords, I think it'll totally take away from this.
Yeah, me too.
So.
Which, if they do have flying, it's one zone maybe. I don't know. Alchemy, you have a temporary gender change. So for those of you people out there who are like that, you now have a potion. So, cool.
If you're just feeling like flopping right now.
Yeah, no, that's kind of weird. You can keep that potion to yourself. Gathering skill, the skill level required to gather herbs and mining nodes and skinning is no longer necessary. Mm-hmm. If you can kill a mob with skinning, and you can skin it if it's skinnable, and you will get like pieces of the leather that you're going to end up turning it into, and it'll end up becoming a piece of leather. So same with if you're a miner right now or an herbalist, and you go say like to the Timeless Isle and you're leveling up that profession, it's kind of the same concept there. So that's just the way everything is going to be for gathering professions. The crafting professions such as blacksmithing, leatherworking, tailoring, and jewel crafting. They are making craftable, upgradable items.
Engineering too.
Engineering is too?
The helmets.
Oh, okay. All right. So anything that basically you can make armor that can put on your character is going to end up being something that can be upgradable to like a higher item level. I think right now everything is going to be upgraded to at least normal mode. I think the item level is like 650, somewhere around there. Not exactly sure on the specifics, but a lot of the crafting stuff is upgradable.
Sorry.
Get out of my way. You playing with your dog. We're doing a show here.
Sorry.
Go lay down.
She wanted to
go lay down. Ruby, you could stay. Get it?
Oh.
Go lay down. All right.
Okay.
Enchanting is right now you can pretty much enchant anything you got on you, which is really expensive and kind of a pain in the ass. Coming up, you will only be able to enchant 4 things: your weapon, your neck, your rings, and your cloak. I think right now you can only enchant your rings if you're an enchanter.
Correct.
So that's all just going to become something you can end up doing. Engineering, cool thing they get is we found the other day is going to be this thing called a swap blaster. It's going to allow you to switch places with anybody in your group.
Yes.
I think this could get a lot of fun, which is cool because, like, say,
So if you've done Siege of Orgrimmar, there's the Animus that drops that red circle,
right?
and if you stand in it and another player stands in it, you teleport, like you switch places.
Yeah,
This item will be able to do the same thing. I can imagine this in BGs being hilarious with flag capping.
I bet it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna add more to the tooltip, like that can't be used here type shit, you know.
Rocket boots can be used in BGs.
But still, dude, being able to swap places with somebody, like,
It'll
okay, grab
probably
the flag,
be something
boom,
like they
insta-cap.
can't do it if you're carrying the
if
flag,
you're
because you
carrying
can't use rocket boots and carry the flag.
No, you can't.
So yeah, there'll probably be restrictions to
Which
it.
I'm okay with. That's cool.
Yeah.
But still, like, if you're out in the world, say, like, if you're at like
Ashran?
yeah, or
When
if
you're carrying the orb in Ashran?
yeah, but they're not gonna let you do that either. You're carrying the orb.
Maybe. I don't know. I
No,
want to. Come on, get him at!
I think it's gonna be cool for, like, okay, you're already in a spot where there's an inn. Your freaking Hearthstone's up, and you're like, oh hey, I want you to come over here. So I'm gonna swap places with you, and then I'll Hearth, and we'll end up in the same spot. How
Okay.
cool is that? You know what I mean? Or, like, you can be like, oh hey, what are you doing, bro? And you could be like out in the middle of the ocean somewhere, like ready to fatigue.
There's got to be a yard thing though. Like you got to be like 50 yards away, 40 yards away.
How badass would it be if it could be anywhere?
That would be the most irritating. I'm going to what's like a really far off place. I'm going to I don't know, Teldrasor, and
Just
like
middle of
as a
nowhere or
horde.
something.
No. So there's an explorer's achievement when you have to go to the Draenor capital.
Right.
As a horde, that sucks because you got to sneak on the boat and get all the way over there. If you see someone going for that achievement and you swap places with them,
But
and
they have to be in your group.
invite them to group real quick. Be like, "Hey,
Oh,
Trevor,
man.
I haven't talked to you in forever. How you doing?"
Dude,
Bloop.
it would just be so much fun.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be able to do like cross zone kind of thing. It's got to be within eyesight kind of deal. Also, with leatherworking, they're going to allow tents, which you can log out anywhere and get rested experience. They'll also be offering 36 slot profession bags that they can make to store like mining materials and herbs and all that kind of stuff. Tailoring will now be able to offer 30 slot bags, up from 28 slot bags in the current expansion. And crafting will be available directly from your bank. Now let's go into the arena and talk about some PvP stuff. You thinking you want to do some of that, Trevor?
No, I don't like. I
You don't like
I don't
PvP.
like doing it.
Is that what you were about to say?
Yeah. Screw it. Yeah.
Let's go into the arena.
All right, let's do it. Why not? Screw it. All right, guys. Cool things are getting creepier and creepier and creepier.
Yeah, it's on loop.
All right. Resilience is being removed, but the health pools are being increased. This is one of those. Hey, get out of my way, microphone. This is one of those things. Again, with the stat squish, they kind of want to do away with resilience because it's just an odd mechanic. Don't really like it. But increasing your health pool makes you stay alive a little longer, which makes kind of a resilience in a way, but it's just health. Skirmishes. Ooh, you want to do something more upbeat. Are you done, DJ Mix-a-Lot here? I'm trying to read stuff.
Sorry.
All right, get it out of my way. Excuse me. Skirmishes, basically arenas for all levels. It's happening. It's a thing. So at I think 15 is when you'll be able to start. You can start doing arenas. So
That is freaking fun.
I want to know whether or not you can get honor from doing it because, yeah, it would just be a lot of fun.
Ready, aim, fire.
Nobody can hear it. All right, there we go. I want to be loud. Anyways, let's do this. All right, reward boxes for your effort level. Basically, the better you do in a battleground, the more chances you get to get these reward boxes. There is bronze, silver, and gold. You win it, you get gold. You do okay, as in you lose, you get silver. You do kind of crappy, you get a bronze. Cool, you get loot, whatever. PvP item level will be higher than PvE item level, and that goes through all seasons and all tiers of content. If you have PvE gear on that you got from a raid boss, as you what's it called? Flag yourself for PvP or start fighting another player, you will then be, your item level will jump. So it'll go up to what that tier's item level is. The Ashran. Ashran's
Yeah.
Giant World PvP. It's gonna be great.
Zone in Warlords of Draenor where we
Yeah.
do nothing but pwn.
And you don't really need to know much about it, but it's just like a big open world PvP. It's a cool thing coming out.
I do have to say that one of the coolest features on it is there's a currency on that island that you can only use on that island, and if you kill me, well, most likely when I kill you,
Come on. When's that happen?
I get to loot half
That'll be the day.
of your currency,
Nope.
of your island's currency.
Nope. Yeah, and you actually lose it too.
Yeah.
You lose half your stuff, and then whoever killed you gets to keep it if they loot you.
Yep.
Spectator modes in arenas is coming out.
Yep.
That's gonna be cool. So I'm pretty sure there'll be like a delay, so you can't rat your friend out or be like, oh, he's over here. Look out, there's a rogue. Yeah, cool. I don't know how many people are gonna be into it, but spectator mode.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Random BGs will start to be available at level 20. At level 15, players can get into like later level BGs like Eye of the Storm, Altric Valley, Katmogu, stuff like all them later ones you'll be able to do.
They haven't announced which ones specifically yet, but they're basically saying that they're going to start releasing them sooner.
Yeah.
So that you don't have just the 2 BGs
Which
all
is
the way
obnoxious.
to 15 or 20 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I
that's
think
all I have for PvP news, dude.
let's exit the arena.
Okay.
Click.
I want a shutting door sound effect right there.
Dropping a gate or something.
Tell me where my loot's at, bro.
Your loot is in my pocket when I kill you on Ashan. So, in Warlords of Draenor, a couple things about PvE. Silver medal will be required in Proving Grounds before you can queue up in LFG.
Aim. Fire.
There'll be a new OQ group finder tool in the game, which will allow you to specify specific requirements to join your group, such as voice chat, item level, and I think that's really, then you just leave a comment at that point. There might be other features that they add at a later point. They'll be adding a level 100 Upper Blackrock Spire in Warlords. If you haven't done it yet, it's like a level 55 to 60 dungeon that you get to do. At which point, when you have level 100, they're revamping it. There's new stuff, and there's Warlord Zayla. And if you know Siege of Orgrimmar, she is the Galacross fight when you go into the docks. She survived, and she's now leading the faction. Something. Dragonflight, dragons, I don't know. They'll also be revamping the Black Fathom Deeps, Razor Fens, and all the Razor Fens. Razor Fen Down, Razor Fen Crawl, and all that stuff. They're being revamped, but they're being kept at the same level. So they're still like level 15, 20, 30, 40 zones. On top of that, in Warlords of Draenor, they're changing the raid tier. It's being reorganized. You're going to have 4 options, just like now. You're going to have LFR, Normal, Heroic, and Mythic. Mythic is the newest one, which is taking place of Heroic, but it's a 20-man dungeon, or 20-man raid. In Heroic is basically taking the place of Normal, and that is a 10 or 25-man fixed group. And then you have Normal and LFR both being flexible. So as long as you have 10 players or more, the encounters and everything will just change health and all that stuff. But now they're basically stating that it's a normal instead of a flexible. So that is Where's My Loot? That is everything that we have to say about Warlords of Draenor at this point. That is the quickest overview you will probably find on the net.
Yeah.
Unless you read really, really fast.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let's-
it's probably the shortest we'll ever give you information too.
Yeah, very true. We talked a lot really fast. Sorry to those of you that didn't care for it. Let's go into our viewer questions, or question corner.
There you go.
Question corner?
Okay.
Question corner. We're sitting around a campfire now, getting cozy with each other, getting a nice little cup of coffee, and I have a serious cramp in my leg. Gotta get this out. So, question of the week is, should I faction change to take advantage of shorter queue times that the other faction receives? Now,
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I mean, go for it, dummy.
Go ahead, spend some money on it. Give Blizzard money so they make us more content. I don't agree with this. I mean, we both don't agree with this, but my reasonings being is that if you change factions just to get shorter queue times, how about you change specs and get faster queue times? And if you're rolling a DPS only class, you can always move to other servers instead of faction changing. You can move to other servers that have better...
People make the mistake of thinking that it's their faction that's getting longer queue times. No, it's typically the battle group you're in and how much more horde there are to alliance. You can find this information out on which ones are more balanced or which ones are more in your favor. If you want a faction, or not faction, but server transfer, I believe it's cheaper than faction transferring. But it's not a matter of your faction. It's the battle group you chose, the server you chose. You can change that. Look it up. Research it. Don't just go out and say, oh, I want to be horde, because I have horde and alliance. My horde, I get like 8-minute queues, but I usually win. Our battle group usually whoops ass. But on my alliance side, I get like 1-minute queues, and they usually lose. So don't shoot for shorter queue times, because you're just gonna get frustrated by saying, okay, I went from horde to alliance, and now I lose all the time. It doesn't matter. Sit in a longer queue and win. It'll all iron out to be the same thing. So don't just faction transfer. Next.
Do you have any other last comments that you'd like to make to our audience here?
Yeah, actually, I want to put the word out. I want people to play with us. So if you guys want to join us, I want you to send us a whisper in game. There'll be my tune is named Troxigar. I wish I could type this up here. I think he can too. Let's see if we can get some letters going up here.
That's not right.
Nope, you can't see. Why don't you just drag it over here so we can see it?
That's true.
We don't need the little tiny monitor way over there. My tune's name, my warrior, is Troxigar, and he's on the Skywall server, Horde. He's an orc warrior. If you want to play with this clown, this poor paladin guy, his name is Rygan. He is a paladin, also on Skywall. We have many other tunes, but if you guys do want to hit us up, whisper us in game, and we'll try to get to you. If you want to play, or anything else, you want to give us gold, you want to give us money, that would be great, because I have none.
How are they going to do that if it's cross-server?
Well, come play on our server. I don't care. Do something.
Well, we're actually... that's a good point to make. Our characters currently are on Skywall, but we are actually going to be going to Penumbra's guild on Lightbringer. So if you want to make a tune...
Low pop server, too, so it's great. It'd be great for leveling in Warlords of Draenor.
Yeah, except for the fact that they're doing low faction population mitigation by
whatever.
Cross-server
It
stuff.
doesn't matter. Either way, check us out, guys, if you want to play. I'm just waiting for this guy to go ahead and put up the information here. Quit talking in type.
I can't do the same thing as Buzz Sky Wall.
There you go. You were gonna put Skyrim on there, weren't you?
I kind of was.
You're pink, by the way.
I'm working on it.
What paladins are pink.
Because the best thing in the world is pink.
Bubblegum?
Yes.
All right, that's what I thought too.
Yes.
So, guys, that's him right here.
So,
right there. Rygan on Skywall. And I'm Troxigar on Skywall. Both Horde. If you guys want to play with us, just come play with us. Hit us up, give us a whisper. That's it. That's the show, dude. That's all I have.
And if you want to reach out to us, submit your questions, follow us on Twitter, on Twitch, on YouTube. You can see us. You can contact us at JustAnotherWoWShow@gmail.com. You can find us on YouTube at JustAnotherWoWShow, where you will see this show, the replay. Also follow us on Twitter. It's _Jaws. And Twitch.tv. Most of the time, it's every Sunday. This was just an odd show because we have plans. Because of that guy right there. You can follow us on Twitch.tv every Sunday. Just Another WoW Show live. And also on our YouTube page, so there's donations that click at the bottom if you want to donate to us. We'd appreciate it, but it's not necessary. Thank you guys for joining us. Just Another WoW Show. Reagan?
Trucks.
Take it easy.
Deuces.